propagandist. He doesn't give a single about any nuance. We never said we oppose the ICC arrest warrant. If he did war crimes, good, investigate him. And by characterizing him as simply the bad guy without acknowledging he's trying to end the war, you are prolonging the war. You don't understand. I'm trying to end the war by saying the defense minister Yoav Galan is a good guy. I just didn't do my research. He's not watching me, dog. He's watching the Destiny subreddit. And I'm sure they're giving him, yeah, I'm suspiciously, I wanted Kamala to lose. I want to prolong the war, which is not a war. It's a genocide, by the way. I am now the IDF. Apparently, he was like telling his community that I was urging people not to vote. And then even his crew was pushing back and being like, that's not true. He literally, in front of 100,000 people, filled out his ballot. These Discord mods are sending Ethan videos. I mean, that's not surprising to me at all. I don't know why he's like so embarrassed to admit that, you know, over the past year, he very clearly has been browsing Destiny's subreddit and doing his bidding for him. Is it perhaps because he, you know, created a pretty progressive, open-minded community filled to the brim with people who would despise Destiny? It's just like, dude, you're cooking your own fan base for no reason when you do this, you know? This screenshot Ethan Klein posted on his IG story is from Destiny. Is this a soft endorsement of Trump? A quick reminder that Breonna Joy Gray is a spite-driven lunatic who would rather see more Gazans die than vote for Kamala. Like, this screenshot Ethan Klein posted is from, what is this? I don't think it's healthy for a nation to be held hostage by the hallucinations of a rabbit cult that lives in an entirely separate reality. So what do you think they should do to avoid that? What? Who is this person? Oh, come on, Lemafay, you're the biggest content creator on the left. Take some responsibility. Say what you mean with your chest. I don't like the fascist guys. Then why don't you tell people to vote? I don't even know who this person is. Wait. Why is Ethan Klein posting on his Instagram account about random people replying to me with 11 likes? Has Hasan ever said on stream, go vote? I thought this was funny. Yes, I literally consistently have said that. Why does this have 1.8? Bro, they are just living on a totally separate reality. It's so crazy. I don't know what is. Wait, first of all, I ban motherfuckers on Twitter all the damn time, dude. Are you kidding me? I block people on Twitter all the time. I have no clue who this person is. Is a fake block screenshot too? Twitter removed blocks when that person replied. How is this even a point of contention? This is what I don't understand. Like, what is going on? I was really going to sit out this vote, but you constantly remind us of the importance of voting, especially down ballot. Yeah, I know. There's never been a moment where I'm like, you know, anti-voting. So it's just so funny to be like, yeah, Hasan hates voting. What is this? Bro, I have not seen a single one of his Instagram stories. I didn't know he was posting about me this much. Oh my God. This might genuinely be one of the funniest things I've ever seen from him. How is this not satire? I'm really stupid. Can you educate me a little on Marxism? I don't know what it is for real. Part 3. Oh my God. Every day? Every single day? No way. There is... What the... Dude. Calm down, man. What the... His literally his own fan accounts. Why I can't support Ethan Klein anymore. Ethan's Basement. Sorry if you're disappointed. I just wanted to explain why I stopped making my videos. What is this? It's hilarious how he thinks this makes him and his fans look bad. What is this? Part 1. Who is this person? Oh, nice. Why didn't anyone ask in the Q&A how she felt knowing she took part in the dehumanization of Palestinians and the apartheid as a member of the Israeli occupying force? Part 2. Here is their profile. Let's click the link. This person has 57 followers. And then part 3. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what does this say about... What is this? Am I missing something? The YouTube link. So he clicked on the YouTube link, and the YouTube link is What Really Is Marxism? A video I made 3 years ago. I'm really stupid. Can you educate me a little on Marxism? I don't know what it is for real. I'm having a hard time. Like, he's saying, wow, this person is anti-genocide. Wonder why. Then saying it's an aha when they're a follower of yours, as though that's bad. What the f?
Again, my friends, you know, hey, it's been a while since I saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break.
A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though.
Just as long as it's entertaining to you.
Also, I think it's amazing that an hour of the content we've made carefully criticizing him, this is the clip he finally decides to watch. What a pathetic coward. Or maybe it's because finally the election, which, you know, was perhaps perhaps a little bit more significant for someone like myself, a political commentator, and not one that is just LARPing as one for a little bit and crashing the out in the process by regurgitating talking points that you're getting from Destiny, running your own like McCarthyist operation for some weird reason. Now I do have the adequate bandwidth and time and place to be able to actually look at how stupid any of this nonsensical bullshit is. Oh my God. If you don't want people to think you're a Zionist, then stop saying insane shit.
Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Host hasanpiker. They're a good Jew. Challenge him.
Why can't I support Ethan Klein anymore? And I'm ashamed I ever did. Hold on, let me get my food to watch this.
Better than this.
In this video, I just want to explain why I stopped watching H3 over the past few months. What made me go from a pretty big fan of the show to, I guess, what Ethan would call a fallen fan. I've always known Ethan had his shortcomings and I could usually look past them and still enjoy the show. But lately, it's been way too much. The hypocrisy and double standards have just piled up. So I figured, why not make a video about this to highlight what's been bothering me and why, after all these years, I've decided to stop supporting Ethan.
Why are people mad at me? I want someone please to explain it. Explain why you're mad at me. Go ahead. I'm dying. Please. Tell me why. I'd love to know why. If you are actually articulated why you're mad at me, it wouldn't make any sense. So I'm dying. Please write it. Not even disagreeing, frankly, just trying to have a conversation. So in short, you know, suck my f***ing dick. Echo chamber. Echo chamber.
So Ethan has been on a crusade against several creators, including his former co-host Hasan, and recently he's criticized Hasan specifically for not watching the videos or addressing the points Ethan raised against him.
Been talking a lot about my former co-host hasanpiker.
I just want to point out this is literally the first time I'm actually seeing this video. Which I'm sure will be frustrating for Ethan, I guess. Because he's going to be like, oh, you never watched my video. It's like, yeah, dude, because I've addressed all of those fake concerns that people have had for a year.
And leveling some pretty serious criticism against him.
Like, go back to comedy. I don't know. Like, just like, do your comedy podcast. You know? Like, I don't know why he's doing this. It's just so easy for him to just be like, you know what, guys? Yeah, I've been crashing out a little bit on this stuff. You know, it's time to go back to the basics and like, let's just have fun or something. I don't know. I'm sure people in his fan base would appreciate it. Just that they're not going to magically be convinced that like the arguments that you're presenting are super valid and not coming from a separate place. All you're doing is probably creating more resentment amongst your audience. I'm sure there's plenty of people in his audience that really love him that also hate me now because of the smears, and they probably believe it. You're hemorrhaging your fan base for no reason, thinking that this is a righteous cause.
I knew that he wasn't going to take it well and wasn't going to respond to any of the points made. In fact, Hasan, I'm sad to say, did not watch any of it. He didn't watch a single point I made. Instead, he took to saying that I'm crazy.
But about a month ago, I recall Ethan having a meltdown over a video made about him from a smaller creator called North Star Radio. So let's see if Ethan watched it and how he responded to the points made in the video.
This dude, Comrade Casey, okay, he made a video about the end of Leftovers. I haven't watched the whole thing. It's long as f***ing. I generally don't like watching videos like this because it's usually depressing. Bring back the Ethan Klein channel. Bro, are you okay?
I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, clearly not. Like, I feel so of two minds about all this stuff. Because, like, obviously, you know, from a practical standpoint, these people, their level of obsession and harassment is a detriment to our lives. But, like, that's when you see under the mask and you see the person and just, like, there's obviously a lot going on.
I'm out of sympathy.
Yeah,
I
don't
guy forever.
You don't
with
need
the
to
cactus sideways.
I got you.
As you can see, instead of watching the video, Ethan's first reaction is to go through the creator's Reddit account and show his audience some of his old comments. I hope you are starting to understand my point, but again, here's Ethan a few days ago calling out Hasan.
Now, instead of actually addressing a single point, he stops it before he gets there. I hope it's clear to everybody just how bad faith this is.
No, dude. It wasn't bad faith. My initial reaction was to not be distracted so close to the election with an ongoing act of genocide. It felt like it would be an unimaginable disservice to the people that I speak about, but I'm sure you never heard any of that stuff because the Destiny subreddit didn't clip it for you. Or maybe you did, and it didn't suit your purposes of smearing me. But it was very clear why I didn't respond to it. It's not like I'm afraid of a guy who openly admits he doesn't know who the Yoav Gallant is in terms of like having a political back and forth. Okay? Like narcissism aside, it's like peak Dunning-Kruger to assume that you are going to be able to just utilize Destiny's talking points in a subject matter that I'm more knowledgeable on than Destiny is, for sure. Like, it makes no sense. Yeah, it wasn't worth my time. I thought it was silly. I thought it was a disservice to the more serious subject matter that I wanted to cover. It wasn't because I was afraid. And in terms of charitability, I do also want to mention something to you guys, because I did reach out. I reached out to Ethan and I said, I don't think you respect me that much, but I really, really seriously hope you talk to Sam Cedar. I texted him that. He didn't respond. I was like, look, it's obvious to me that you don't respect me, but I think you probably still respect Sam Cedar. Please talk to him privately. That's what I said. That was like while he was in the process of crashing out like this, for the record. That didn't stop him from using. All right.
Right now, and how desperately he's trying not to respond to any of the actual criticism.
Like, he thinks he has like a banger. You know what I mean? I think he's like deluded himself into thinking that like this that he has that has been consistently propped up by like the Keemstars of the world and all these like drama perverts are actually just, he's sitting on this like mountain of damning indictments that I'm too afraid to respond to. I did respond to it. There's a YouTube video of it. I took all the highlights, all the bullet points, and it wasn't even me responding to it. It's because my track record on this shit is so clean and so goddamn public that it was an effort post a fan of mine had made on Reddit, clipping direct responses to it. It's over here somewhere. I think it's called Ethan Klein Drama Explained. Ethan Klein versus Hasanpiker Explained. If you want to know, what's going on, you know, you can figure this shit out on your own.
That I've made.
This
let's
is
see,
also
maybe Ethan
after
will
me
give this-
being like unimaginably beyond good faith to him for a year. I didn't care. I didn't think that I didn't think there was anything but a simple distraction. I didn't like, you know, I had the Teddy Fresh bear behind me for most of this process. Okay. Like that's how little I cared about all these instances where he was like kind of daggering me a little bit left and right. Me not responding made him more and more angry. I yelled at my community for not being charitable to Ethan. None of that mattered, it seems.
Video one more chance. After all, he's the one that brought it up during the podcast.
Twitch streamer on the platform was blown.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? I'm North Star Commie Radio, and Ethan's a Zionist pig.
I know Ethan hates me now.
It's like Charlie, but like not funny.
So yeah, 12 seconds in, and Ethan stops it to make a personal attack, and that's it. He won't show anything else from the video, and instead will go back to Reddit to comb through his comment history.
So anyway, this guy who made this video that's like super weird and biased towards Hasan and is like mega commie, tanky. So this guy looked into him.
So a video
I think
he
he
hasn't
literally
watched
became a
is
fan of mine
apparently
after Ethan,
super
by the way.
weird and biased towards Hasan. But of course, Ethan doesn't have to watch or show the video. It's way more effective to just tell his audience that this guy is a communist, so his points don't matter. This is a classic Tim Pool move, by the way. So let's go back to Ethan's recent video calling out Hasan.
You can see there's layers and layers and layers of character assassination, propaganda, logical fallacies, and not.
Wait, I'm the one doing character assassination? Why don't you play my video addressing the talking points? What do you mean? What? Bro, what? What the? He wouldn't do reacts is unethical. Bernie Sanders? Bernard, I'm a Democratic Socialist Sanders? Yeah, I think he's a social. I mean, he said he is.
One response to any of the points that I've actually made. And it seems obvious to me that he's trying to poison his audience against me.
Character assassination and not one response to the actual criticisms? I really wonder who would do that.
This fucking doughy white is making content that is biased against me. And also, apparently, he hates Jewish people. Comrade Casey, you
What?
weirdo. You look like a weirdo. And I don't hate mustaches, but man, that's a weirdo mustache. So this guy looked into him.
Wait, why is he saying that Comrade Casey hates Jewish people?
This guy who runs North Star Radio, Comrade Casey, they found his Reddit account. He's a big Hasan fan and clearly developed a deep hatred for Ethan and Hila since October 7th.
So he's made a video about Ethan that he hasn't watched because it's too long, but he took the time to look into him and read every comments this guy's ever posted, and that's what Ethan will focus on to debunk the video. Now here's Ethan just a few days ago complaining that Hasan should watch the videos he made about him instead of relying on his chat to tell him what was said in these videos.
He didn't watch any of it. He's basing this based on, like, I guess, chat. And, you know, it's like, what do you... Talk about it or don't, man. You know? Don't do this shit.
Let's see if Ethan would rely on other people to watch the videos for him, because I have a big problem with this next clip.
He made a video. I haven't watched the whole thing. It's long as him. I think everybody noticed as they were watching through it, even Hasan, I think, commented on it, that this video is a little weird.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had watched it.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. It is biased towards Hasan.
Even Hasan was getting like frustrated watching it, and he was
Yeah, I was getting frustrated watching it because like chat was not being normal about it.
confused, and he was like, "This is weird."
Yeah, Hasan didn't like the video at all, from what I recall. He thought it was weird, and
That didn't stop Ethan from still going full tilt. Hasan is an anti-Semite on me shortly thereafter, did it?
the more it went on, the more he kind of like disliked it.
I was so disappointed by the crew when I saw that. I don't know if it's just bad faith or if they also didn't really watch Hasan's reaction, but I will show you a clip of him talking about this video.
What is it? Oh, I gotta go. I gotta finish. I'll finish this tomorrow. I gotta do the podcast. Personal news wise, I ended the broadcast. We watched a YouTube video that was really good, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's by Comrade Casey in the chat, also known as, I believe, North Star Radio. Is that what it is? Is that what his YouTube name is? I forget.
Since we were talking about Hasan's chat, let's talk about it more because that's one of the main point of criticism Ethan has. He thinks his chat should challenge him more.
It makes me sad that people in his audience let him get away with this types of like hand waving. And once again, if you're a Hasan fan, challenge him to do better than this. This is
I've never once told Ethan's fan base to challenge him for any number of different like takes that he has, just for the record. And I don't suggest you do that at all, but you probably can't do it anyway because I feel like he always shuts off the chat and even saw that the comments were not favoring him in that first Hasan video, and he immediately shut off the comments in its entirety. So much of this is just pure projection. Also, my chat challenged me all the time.
dishonest. And more than that, I'd like for him to just respond to one of the points I made, just directly.
The do better part of this statement is really important because we recently had a great example of Ethan being challenged by his own chat to do better.
Truly disgusting and disappointed in you and the crew. Do better! The crew! If you had a dog, y'all wouldn't have thought twice, but it was a cat and you don't care. Shut up, you freak, weirdo, loser.
So following Ethan's logic, how does he react to his own audience when they try to hold him accountable? He often uses two techniques. Here's the first one. Also, here's a clip I found interesting from just a few days before they turned off comments on all their recent videos. It's just too good.
He also started turning off replies.
I have no idea what any of this other other shit is. I don't know what any of this stuff is, like the cat comments or whatever. But I have seen, I mean, I know that he's turned off his comments. Bro, how many times a day do you DoorDash? I do not DoorDash. But I get food delivered once a day. It's all, his community knows what Destiny's all about. Destiny has called Ethan the R word like numerous times when we had leftovers together. When we first started it, Destiny and his community despised Ethan. They harassed him nonstop. Destiny himself has also aligned himself with the likes of Sam Hyde, who is a pedophile Nazi. Why did Destiny do such a thing? Sam Hyde hates both me and Ethan. Why did Destiny do such a thing? Oh, that's right, because Sam Hyde was saying he wanted to kill me. That's what he did. He literally welcomed him with open arms. A straight up Nazi and a pedophile. So it's kind of odd for him to pull up the enemy of my enemy is my friend moment here, where I'm all of a sudden the enemy.
Ooh, that's cringy.
Yeah.
Logan did?
Logan turned off replies.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know you lost.
Yep.
When you did that.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
But apparently another problem Ethan has with Hasan is how he sometimes loses it and yells at his chat.
I fucking despise all of you, dude.
And you know, is it really cute the way that he like says crazy shit to his chat? I don't think it's really that cute. I don't know why.
Was that a video of me yelling at my chat for doing like weird drama baity with Ethan? That was his takeaway. That was me literally yelling at my chat for saying like, you guys go above and beyond. No, it's probably not. I don't think it's from that. There's no way.
Now let's see how Ethan responded to the pushback from his chat the day after he made jokes about Aaron Bushnell, who set himself on fire in front of the Israeli embassy. And I want to remind you, the people in the live chat are all paying members.
Well, unless I'm misunderstanding, tell me why. I'd love to know why.
What I saw.
Because you made fun of him burning. Okay, dummy. I joke about all this every fucking day, and now all of a sudden you gotta get all bitched out. Like, give me a break, dude. You know, suck my dick. Give me a fucking break. Look in the mirror, loser. You're the problem. You are the problem. You are. You people. So why are you expressing such dumb fucking thoughts in my chat? Go somewhere else. Like, seriously, if you're that...
I've talked about this with respect to American veterans as well as Israeli veterans. There are plenty of former IDF veterans that, for example, created the organization called Breaking the Silence, which is an anti-occupation organization in Israel. I do not fault people for their past actions as long as they are they're doing everything they can to work against it. And I did not know what Hila's perspective on the Israeli occupying force was at all at the time. We had never talked about it. And even in our first conversation, I believe she was in the background. And at that point, it wasn't like she didn't say too much in that Leftovers episode. So for me in particular, I never fault people for things that they've done in the past. I'm a firm and committed believer in rehabilitation. And I think that, yes, even if you were a part of the American military, even if you were part of the Israeli military, it does not matter. I'm Turkish. Turkey also has it. So I'm much more understanding of like people that served, as long as they look at that and they recognize that it was not good and actively become allies and even show their own personal experiences as a way to make a further argument against Israel's genocidal actions or Israel's apartheid state. So it was never even a question for me. Also, because I'm a normal person. Okay, the do you mean? There are millions of people that have served in the U.S. military. What the would I be like? Oh, you're a veteran? You're a baby killer. Like, I would never do that until someone tells me that they have no issue with that, or that they have no issue with that at all. Like, they're not conflicted with their service whatsoever. And in which case, like, yeah, I'm still not going to be like a weirdo about it, but I probably will look at you a little differently. Well, I said the same thing in your chat once, and someone called me insane and asked if I feel the same about Nazis immediately. Yeah, I mean, it's just people get passionate about this. People get heated about this. But yeah, if there was a former Nazi soldier who then actively worked against the Nazi government, then yeah, you would want that person to do that. That's the entire point. Okay? Like, that's literally that. What do you mean? And I'm sure there were people like that. First of all, I did not say that. I know that like a massive amount of the American military is not actively in combat, but that doesn't change the reality that they're still facilitating a lot of the horrible shit that the American military does. Having said that, I didn't even tell you that I fault people for going and serving in the military. So I don't know why you got that shit. I'm even saying that even those who were active duty combat, like who saw direct war, I do not fault for their experiences. Some of my favorite people on the planet, like some people I grew up with, literally have. I mean, were Marine Corps veterans, like straightforward, active duty combat veterans. There's plenty of them in this community who I love. There's plenty of people who are active duty service members, right?
Fucking break. Who's the problem? Scumbag. Scumbag. So you're a fake fan. You get lost. I'm sick of it.
But maybe it's just the chat that is overly sensitive, right? Ethan is known to make edgy jokes and to make fun of all different groups of people. We call it goblin mode, and that's why people love him.
Go somewhere else. Like, seriously, if you're that sensitive, then you need to go the fuck away and go to a community that is going to just tell you everything you want to hear all the time and never make you feel uncomfy. There's plenty of them out there. Go. It's really, they stand by it, like just waiting for any reason to call me. And by the way, why? Because I made one stupid, insensitive joke. If you can't deal with it, then, you know, you're a hypocrite, because I make these jokes about all different topics.
Why didn't nobody tell him to stop? No, his chat was telling him to stop. I think it was in, they're saying that the chat was in members only mode. What is this?
My first reaction is this. It was absolutely insane how he like stood the whole time. That was crazy. I don't even know how that's humanly possible. Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at burning. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good. Does that bad sound bad? We have to make levity of things. Does that sound bad that he was really good? I mean, but I mean that as a compliment. What the f are you guys angry about, you weirdos? What did I do? My God, stop.
Ethan Klein was cracking jokes about Aaron Bushnell immediately after his death. It was a veteran too, and then getting sensitive and sharing drama alert tweets, whipping up hate against Frogan for saying U.S. soldiers get PTSD.
About all different sensitive things, about all different groups of people, every show. And then when it lightly brushes on your shoulder, you freak the f out and you cry and you go and you try to find any reason to, you know what I mean, to get angry.
After hearing all that, I wonder how Ethan would react if he was the subject of a joke. Like he said, he makes jokes about all different groups of people. He's a free speech absolutist after all.
It's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator, and it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott.
I saw some of this.
I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad.
Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know happening in front of your sponsor?
This tier list isn't about being Jewish.
It's so funny because there's a Jewish Arab. There are plenty of Arabs who are Jewish. One of them is directly on the panel and got banned because of Ethan's nonsense.
Jewish at all. Not only is one of the panelists Jewish, but in the Love Sabra category, people from all different races and religions were included alongside Ethan. It's more about not knowing much about Arabic culture and therefore eating shitty hummus.
What is it? Ramadan what?
Lena.
Yeah, Ramadan Kareem or Ramadan Mubarak.
Bike?
Mubarak.
Oh,
Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you said it good.
What does it mean?
Mubarak Obama.
Happy Ramadan.
Mubarak Obama?
I want to address one last point in this video, and it's about the H3 Snark subreddit. For more than a year now, Ethan has been talking about it and saying how toxic this place is, how they promote harassment, doxing, stalking, and why it should be banned.
because I believe these snark subreddits on Reddit should be banned. It's literally fostering the most psychopathic. It encourages harassment, doxing, stalking. It's just this is like, it's not as bad as jailbait, but it's like giving like, I have a feeling it's going to be banned, and then everyone will be like, that was insane. Why the fuck was that allowed on the website for so long? These people are literally, it's cult behavior. I don't think they're allowed to like straight up brigade, so they're doing like a very loud dog whistle, being like, hey, let's put a compilation of Ethan. The whole snark phenomenon is so pathetic that Reddit allows it to continue, because it feels like every snark subreddit leans into like,
see, when it happens to you, it's just you're not capable of taking criticism what Ethan is as a victim. I mean, the irony is that I do think that like snark style subreddits are unhealthy, and I've talked about it personally as well. Like the issue here is that like he quite literally utilizes my own personal snark subreddit r/destiny. Once again, a man who has defended the most important civil rights movement of our generation, at least, a white person's right to say the N-word over and over again, and has consistently said the N-word as a white guy. I don't know. I feel like this is going to accelerate the crash out. I don't know why he doesn't realize that. Yeah, but also he's now like aligned with Gnome Star. Keemstar and Destiny are just like this with Ethan right now.
Straight up psychopathy in terms of like the harassment and the intention to try to ruin somebody's life.
Dude, this is my favorite type of guy. You know who you should be mad at? The guy who Ethan Klein, Destiny, Congressperson Richie Torres, and like everyone in Destiny's like psychotic cyber harassment community cult has been actively targeting for being a prominent voice that is critical of Israel. I'm the guy who you should be mad at. Thank you. This is what I mean, by the way, when